Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Tony George from TonyGeorgeSports.com, LockerRoomPicks.com, and of course his Yahoo Sports radio show every Saturday and Sunday morning with a murderer's row of talented and well-regarded, well-known handicappers. Tony George, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Good NFL football Sunday, Peter.
For sure. San Diego, Oakland is the game we're going to discuss right now. This is an interesting one. We'll see what you have to say about it. Before we get to it, just tell everyone a little bit what you're doing overall right now in the football season mid-October.
Well, 21-12 in the NFL,
Nice.
7-2 with our teasers, doing real well. Kind of had a couple of 50-50 weeks. We opened up almost damn near undefeated first 2.5 weeks. Had a great run in the preseason, but the NFL has been a little tough on people. We had a nice 2-0 sweep on Monday night, and which kind of helped out our weekend. We managed to turn a profit, but a wild and wacky weekend last Sunday. I think you see that the NFL is parity filled, and if you're not a believer in that, then you weren't watching the scoreboard last week, Peter.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's why games like this are so interesting and also a little bit difficult to handicap, right? Oakland is a 7-point home underdog, totals 43, and look, I'm not the worst NFL handicapper in the world, but I'll admit freely 2 losing picks I made that involved these teams. I did bet Oakland as an underdog against Miami. That was a huge loser. And I had the over in Jets San Diego, and that was a huge loser as well. Not because of San Diego, just because the Jets couldn't get anything done. So here we have a relatively low total of 43, and you might think, all right, San Diego and Oakland, maybe Carr is decent a quarterback. Maybe you want to take a shot with the over 43. And then, San Diego, they are 5-0 against the spread on the year, but they are a little bit banged up now. They're actually quite banged up in many areas, so you might want to think maybe a shot with Oakland as such a big home underdog. But then again, I did that with Oakland against Miami and got super burned by that one. That was a big loser. What do you like here, Tony George?
Well, first of all, Peter, you got to get my cell phone number down because my game here in the NFL was Miami over in London. So you forgot to make the call, buddy. That being said, what ails Oakland is not going to be fixed by them firing their head coach. Oakland, again, is on their second coach in the 5th week of the season here. And if you got over to TonyGeorgeSports.com this week, my new NFL power ratings are out. And guess who sits on top of those power ratings? That's the San Diego Chargers. Number 1 in the NFL in points allowed on defense. Number 2 in pass defense. Number 3 in yards allowed. The all-important turnover differential category. 3rd in the NFL. And you exit North Turner, you bring in Mike McCoy. This guy is maybe the most underrated coach in the NFL. He's got Phil Rivers playing the best ball of his career. And they're second in the AFC in scoring to go along with all those defensive accolades. And what's scary, Peter, is they don't even have running back Matthews back yet. Right. He's going to be back. And this is a team here that's got an easy schedule coming up, in the next 4 or 5 weeks and the end of the season. They have only 3 road games out of their last 7. This is a 4-loss AFC team. They're not going to lose this Sunday. There is parity in the NFL, but this is a team that if they bring their B game this Sunday, they're going to win this by 10 points. Oakland is an absolute train wreck, and I don't know where you read that Carr is an average quarterback or getting the job done. He's not, because he has no offensive line. He can't stretch the field vertically. They can't establish the run. They got holes all over the defense, and those holes are exploited because their offense is 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and they're tired. And I'm telling you, the way this San Diego team is clicking, and they're full of confidence, and they're buying into a young coach's program. And remember, this team could easily be undefeated. They had a debacle on the opening Monday night game against Arizona, a game they dominated, and ended up losing on the scoreboard here. And if anybody's paying attention, they're the only team that's beaten Seattle.
Right.
And this is a good football team, great on defense. And if you got a rookie quarterback running around, the last person you want chasing him when you got weak tackle play is Dwight Freeney. And that results in turnovers there. San Diego's going to roll these guys. I don't like laying big points on the road in the NFL, but this is the best team in the NFL against the worst team in the NFL. And I don't care, B game or not, Chargers are going to roll them.
Tony George Sports and Locker Room Picks and the Yahoo Sports radio show, like in San Diego, -7, 5-0 against spread. Tony George thinks they'll be 6-0 after next week. Thanks so much, Tony. Talk to you again next week.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.